football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So UAB's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Back to pass, it's Kitna. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle, it's Milner. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Blazers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Milner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And they're not on the same page there.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
The Blazers are on the move. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Got the 1st down and more.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Kitna. Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
The Blazers pounded the rock to move the Sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Finds a crease at the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down to the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Plenty of distance between them and the Sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Kitna. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Milner. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Blazers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the 16-play drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be
turning it on. He's in open space downfield. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jacobs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Kitna. Fires to the big fella. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And the Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
The Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The short hands, it's Moore. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Richmond. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's in for the touchdown.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might... Breaks into the open! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Kitna. Throws to the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Caught behind the line. It's Hooks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Last couple of plays The offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Richmond. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Ross. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw. It's Kitna. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
And the Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Brown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, fourth down.
And the Blazers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
The Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Kitna. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Ferguson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A completion, but not enough for the 1st down, and the offense is ready to punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Kitna. Makes the grab. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. And I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He'll do it himself. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Richmond. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off play action on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Rides the back on the option, the give. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to power it in. And he's got a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kick, the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Finds the tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that 1st?
And the Blazers will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground with the counter. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he's got it in the end zone.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jacobs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Kitna. And that one's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Blazers will send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Line getting set on second down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout called by the offense.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Ross. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance.
Turning it on! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of...
Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Kitna. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
The Blazers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now this offense is back on the field. RPO complete to open the drive. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Catch in the middle, it's Richmond. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Trying play action. Quick strike complete. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this...
He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Caught over the middle. It's Richmond. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Got the quick completion to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Blazers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for space, it's Jackson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Kitna. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Third down coming up.
And the Blazers are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ferguson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Blazers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dropping back, it's Kitna. Catch in the middle, it's Milner. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Ferguson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Blazers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. The offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's hooked. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Back to pass. It's Kitna. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Boom. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. To the air, it's Kitna. Grabbed over the middle, it's Milner. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ferguson.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Up, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Right down the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Milner. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
There's a great example of the quarterback bailing out his head coach on a gamble. 4th and short in the red zone. A lot of people thinking just take 3 points, but QB himself knows exactly where to go with it, and now it's 1st and goal.
The Blazers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, UAB! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He's out past the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Richmond. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The option look. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far, staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. The give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped this situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's hooked. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Kitna. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Milner. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the 1st down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
And the Blazers are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Kitna. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Quick step and cover. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Off play action. Gets it out fast. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. He'll go to the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, We don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
Right down the middle. An 84-yard drive there, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Blazers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Looking for a man. It's Kitna. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Blazers are threatening on first and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Blazers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing up tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Third down coming.
Trying to pick up a first down. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Got it in the middle. It's Richmond. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of